Hey guys, well, the first week in August have came and gone, so I know for a lot of you that means that your kids are getting ready to head back to school. So I know there's kind of a deal these days where a lot of kids like to take a back to school gift to their teacher. So I thought I would hop on real quick and share with you guys a quick and easy gift idea that you can do, and maybe even let your child help you do, so that they could have a little gift for their teacher when they head back to school. So I'm going to go ahead and turn my camera down so that you guys can watch what I'm doing here. So let me get this down. Hi Sherry. Hi Sweet Anne-Marie. Thank you girls for joining me. I appreciate that. Okay guys, so I'm going to have this turned down and I'm going to try to watch your comments from here because I'm being lazy and I didn't get my laptop out and get it set up. So let me turn this back over before I get started to show you. I've kind of went ahead and started a couple of the steps. So it's a clipboard for your child's teacher. And on this side, I just chose to do just a pink scrapbook paper. Kind of has like a wood grain look to it. So I went ahead and put this side on, and I've just tied on some ribbons in different prints and styles and widths to kind of dress up the clipboard a little bit. So I went ahead and tied those on, but that's simple. I just used, and I'll show you guys, just ribbon that you can buy on the little bolts like at Hobby Lobby. But honestly, rickrack would be really cute on there. Tassels. I even thought the little ball and chain would be cute tied on with, you know, things hanging off of it, maybe your school mascot, or, you know, some of the things that a teacher, you know, anything that a teacher would like would look really cute hanging on there with the little chains too. But I just chose ribbon. So that's what I've put on mine. And I went ahead and did this side so that it would have time to dry before I hopped on to do the live video with you guys. So what I've done too is I've went ahead and started the steps of cutting this piece of scrapbook paper. And the reason I'm doing this is because when they're carrying the clipboard, the back side is what everybody else is going to see. So I think it's fun to dress this side up as well. So I went ahead and I just used decorative scissors for mine so that it would cut kind of the little uneven, almost torn edge look. I'll hold that up, see if you guys can see that. So I went ahead and cut 3 of my sides with those decorative edge scissors. And now what I'm going to do, and I'll be honest with you guys, this project is not something that I do a lot of precise measuring on and making perfect lines. I just kind of cut, and if it goes a little crooked, to me it just kind of adds to the character of the piece. So I don't worry about making real precise marks. But what I do is kind of a little cheat, and that's why I saved this 4th side and didn't cut it so I could show you guys. You can see that I've got my scrapbook paper on, and I don't know, I'm gonna hold it up a little closer where you guys can see there's just a little bit of my clipboard that's showing around the edges. So I'm gonna lay it back down and just kind of keep just a little bit of the clipboard showing. And then I'm gonna hold down with one hand, just put a little pressure so that it stays, so the scrapbook paper kind of stays there. And then this is my measuring technique that I use. I just take my paper, and this is what I did on the one end down here at the bottom so that I could figure out where I wanted to cut it. And I just kind of fold it over the edge and press, and when you do that, it's going to make an indentation. You can even hold it up to do it. This is really nice scrapbook paper, so it's not creasing as easy. The pink on the other side wasn't quite this heavy. But anyway, I just kind of make a crease, and then if you turn your scrapbook paper over, you can see the line that kind of got creased in it. And then I make sure to cut just inside that line so that I don't have, you know, this nasty little ridge showing, so where I just made an indentation. Hello to my cousin Rhonda. Thank you so much for hopping on. Anyway, so now I'm just going to take my decorative scissors and cut right next to my little indentation of a line there, and cut that off. And then always, guys, I'm just going to use Mod Podge for applying the scrapbook paper, just like I've done when I made the tiles the other day, when I put the pictures of the old trucks on the tiles to make coasters, same thing. So Mod Podge works for lots of things, and I think the night I did that one, I used the smaller, like 1-inch sponge brush, and today I'm just going to use one of my craft brushes for applying the Mod Podge. And guys, I know if you watched the video where I did the tiles, I told you then, but for anybody who's forgotten or this is the first time you've watched me work with Mod Podge, the secret to this stuff is applying a liberal amount. If you don't get enough Mod Podge on, it will tend to bubble more, and it will get weird lines in it. They're really hard to get out, sometimes impossible to get out. So the secret to success when you're working with Mod Podge is more is actually better. So I put on a good amount, and you know, just try to smooth it out a little bit as best you can. Just do this. And Rhonda, if you're still watching, dear, I don't know if Sawyer is in any kind of Mother's Day Out program yet, but if he is, this would be a super cute little gift for him to take to his teacher. So whether you wanted to make this, or maybe Jessica or Jackie, this would be a super cute thing for him to take to his Mother's Day Out or preschool, whatever he might be going to this fall. So it would be a really cute gift for them. And guys, honestly, as you can see, in the spirit of back to school, I decided to wear my t-shirt for the video, my Jones Longhorn t-shirt, because we are the Longhorns here, and our colors are Kelly green, black, and white. And you know, anybody that's watching that would like to make this, I think these would be super cute, especially if you're giving them to like a middle school or high school teacher. I think doing them in your school colors would be super cute. I'm making mine, honestly, with more of a, you know, like an elementary teacher in mind. So I chose to do kind of these fun primary colors, a little more colorful, a little more bright. But I think doing ones with the school colors on them would be super cute. And maybe you could even find the logo. You know, if I could find a Longhorn head, if I had done this in green and black and white, it would be super cute, I think, to do, you know, a Longhorn decal on the back. So you could either buy it or have like your local t-shirt shops or a sign maker in your town would probably cut you a small piece of vinyl in your school's mascot to put on the back. I thought that would be real cute. Another thing that I think is super cute is if you can go to Hobby Lobby, and I think Michael's has them, but I know Hobby Lobby has them, Walmart has them in their craft section on the aisle where they've got scrapbook paper, and that is the little pre-cut letters, like little vinyl letters. So I think it would be super cute if you took those letters and spelt the teacher's name. So I see a teacher that's just hopped on. Hi, Ashley. So it would be super cute if you bought the letters, and on the back of this, let's say this was going to be for Mrs. Loggins, who just hopped on, then you could do Mrs. and then Loggins. And if you're worried about getting it real straight and making it really pretty, if that bothers you, I'm going to let you guys in on a little secret that I've done a lot over the years, and it works out great. So let's pretend we were doing Loggins. So hello to my sweet friend Mick and Cheris. Thank you guys for hopping on. So what you could do, if we were doing Ashley's last name and we did Mrs., we could put our M here, and when you put your R on, you purposely don't line up the bottom of your R with the bottom of your M. You move your R up a little bit, and then you put your S kind of down lower again, and then do the same thing on Loggins. So you would do your L, and then maybe take the O up just a hair, have the G maybe kind of go back in line with the M. The next G could even go down a little bit further and then back up. Or you could just go every other one, whichever one you think is cute. But if you're worried about doing real straight lines and you don't want to have to, you know, draw a faint line and erase it, or clamp a, you know, straight edge to your project, then just stagger your letters, because that looks super cute too. So that would be a really cute thing. But I think putting the teacher's name on the back is a super cute idea. The other thing I was going to tell you guys, I don't know if I will end up doing it to this one because the paper that I chose is already kind of busy, but let's just pretend that I had used the pink on the back side. So Mrs. Loggins' name would be on here. And then you could take maybe, pick out some of the colors of some of the ribbons that I've added, and take like blue rickrack, like a teal blue, turquoisey blue, and you could do, you know, a strip of rickrack here and here. Of course, we don't want to do it on this side because Mrs. Loggins would need to be able to have this nice and flat so she could actually use it and write on it and not be writing over rickrack. But on the back side, you know, to dress your piece up, you could do cute little rickrack on the back of here and still put Mrs. Loggins in the center, or the school logo or whatever. So if you were doing, for instance, the example I gave a while ago of doing our school colors, the green, the black, and the white. So if you had green paper, then Mrs. Loggins' name could be in black, and you could do white rickrack, or vice versa. But I think that would be super cute to dress it up with some more pieces. And as far as putting the rickrack on, guys, you can use the Mod Podge for that too. I've used it for that, and it works fine. The other thing I just thought about, if you're not into rickrack, you could even just use, and I'll use this ribbon as an example, you could even just use the ribbon that you used on the front to tie on. You could use that ribbon and do your Mod Podge, but you can see what I'm talking about. See how cute that is? It just kind of adds to and dresses up your piece a little bit. So that would be a fun way to just add a little more to it, a little more character to it. The only other thing that I thought of that I want to make sure and tell you guys is you could even get a pin, and I didn't think to grab one. Let me see if I've got one in this drawer. Well, I got a Sharpie, that'll work. So you could get a pin like this, a pin that's got the clip on it, and take a piece of your thinner ribbon and tie around, you guys get it. So you would tie it around the pin and then make it long enough that it would reach to the bottom of the clipboard, and then tie that on up here also in with your other ribbon, and then that way Mrs. Loggins' pen would always be attached to her clipboard. So I thought about that, and whether you add that or not is up to you, but that's just an idea that I had thought of that I wanted to share with you guys. So the only thing you would need to do at this point to be finished with your teacher gift is, once you've done all of your embellishments, you've added your ribbon or your rickrack, you've added Mrs. Loggins' name, you would want to take your Mod Podge and go over the entire thing one more time, just like you saw me do with this piece. You would want to go over one more time as kind of a top coat, a protective coat that's going to hold everything in place, and you're not going to have to worry about it trying to roll up or gum up or fall off or whatever. So make sure you put that final Mod Podge layer on, and honestly guys, I might even do two. If you added ribbon and some things like that, if I were doing it, I would probably add 2 more coats. Make sure that you give each coat enough dry time. Make sure it's good and dry before you add the next coat to it when you're working with Mod Podge. So it's the same as if you're working with a polyurethane or a paint. You always want to let one layer dry really well before you add a second or third layer to it. So hello Debbie, thank you so much. You enjoy retirement, Deb. We're talking about back to school gifts for teachers, and I don't guess we have to worry about a back to school gift for you. So congratulations to you. I'm happy that you get to stay home and enjoy Luke. That's awesome. So anyway, there you have it. So fun little gift. You know, I think your child would be excited to take this in and give it to their new teacher. So if you guys have any questions, if there's a question you have or something I didn't make clear, if you guys will just back up so you can see me. If you guys will just put, I guess I could do that without putting my hand over the camera, and sorry about that. Anyway, if you guys have any questions, just throw your questions down in the comments, and I'll get those answered as soon as I can. So thank you ladies for joining me this evening, and if you guys have any questions, just put them in the comments. Talk to you later. Bye-bye.